Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Clutterfly Effect podcast with Julie.
And Greg.
And Norm.
And we're the Peters Clan. Yay! And it is garage sale time. Garage sale season.
Can't wait.
Woohoo. Well, we've been talking a lot about clearing the clutter for, get the new stuff in. Because really all the clutter represents is the past. And it's hard to bring new goodness in, new fun stuff in when you have reminders of the past that you're no longer in alignment with. And so there's so many ways of getting rid of it, but we're going to start focusing on talking during our podcast about garage sales.
Yay.
But I want to bring up something that I saw on Loudermilk on Netflix. And you know how you have a revelation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're the Pierce clans, by the way, if I didn't say that. Greg's my brother. Norm's my dad. And, okay, so here we go. I'm watching Loudermilk. It's near the end of the season. I'm getting really depressed because the last season, there's 3 seasons. We're almost at the end. And one of the characters is now selling, bidets. Bidets. We go the toilets that screwed up. Okay, yes, and they're the really fancy toilets. They're from Japan. They're awesome, and he gives this explanation of why you need a fancy toilet. He goes, because most people have fancy toilets, like in Europe and stuff like that. Only in America do we have just the normal, no water blowing up your tushy toilets. Okay?
Right.
And he goes like this. So, let's say, somehow you got some poo on your hand or on your arm.
Oh, God. Okay.
What?
That's
poo on your arm.
Okay. All the way up your arm.
Whole arm? Oh, my God.
Wow.
You got issues.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you a situation where I have had poo on my arm. Okay, but I will tell you, because I was driving and down Flag Road in the country, and I came by this corner, and I know the people who live in this house in this corner, and their baby was running around, their 2-year-old baby was running around their house and getting no adults and getting closer to the road.
Oh my God!
So of course I stopped my car.
Yes.
And I go and grab her because I know her, but I would have grabbed her anyway. And of course, her diaper was totally full.
Yeah.
And now I have poo on my arm.
Oh my God.
Now, like Loudermilk's guy says, he goes, would you just take a piece of toilet paper and wipe the poo off?
Yeah.
Of course not. You go into a bathroom and you get some soap and water.
Okay.
And you wash it off. It's not just a dry piece of limp toilet paper.
Right.
And I thought, oh my God, that's so true. Just ignore the phone in the back, and that because the universe and AI is agreeing with us that they too.
That's a bidet salesman.
So, but that is why, though, as a bidet salesman, they're like, Gregory, that's so true. I'm so tired of me saying something, and literally I go to my iPhone and it says, "Hey,
I heard you're talking about bidets."
I go, you can get one for $55 an add-on at Walmart. Yeah. You want to do that? Yeah. Amazon's got the add-on for your toilet for your bidet.
Yeah. I would say this though.
Yes.
I'm into that, except it's going to be cold water.
It's a heater.
They have heaters?
They have a heater attached to it?
But besides that, even if it were cold, that's the big thing right now is to immerse yourself in cold water to help your immune system. So all that cold water being shoved up your butt would be good.
And I'm not thinking, and I don't say that it's enough power to shove up your butt, because then that's an enema. But cold water, like Dad said, 10 years from now, we're going to have data that suggests that this having cold water up your tushy actually...
You live 10 months longer.
10
That's right, 10
you
months
can add
longer.
10 months on to your...
But those last 5 years are good quality years.
Tell you what,
they're not poop encrusted.
No, I'm telling you, you're miserable if you got an itchy butt.
Exactly.
And plus, those last 10 years, you may not be able to reach your butt.
Oh my
God, Dad.
So, Dad, You know what? They're literally marketing it
like
to
a
the
man
wrong.
with experience.
Yeah, you sound like a man who's experienced it. Well, his broken arms. Once in a while, when you had that shoulder issue, I'm sure you had a problem.
Yep, I did.
Yeah,
Sciatic nerve, everything.
Yeah, everything.
All farts. It all falls apart.
but they're marketing to the wrong people. They're kind of marketing these add-on duvet. What is it? Is it duvet?
No, bidet.
Bidet. Yeah. Duvet is a bed covering, and I don't want that covered in poop either.
No.
And I wouldn't just flick it off with a dry toilet paper.
No,
I'd have to.
you want to put it in the washing machine.
We should put it in the washing machine, and so, but
And then put it in the washing machine. Light it on fire. Nothing
too
else.
much.
It's ever going to go in this washing machine ever again.
Exactly. No, but what were you talking about, Daddy?
But
they're marketing it to the wrong people.
Oh, the wrong people, that's right.
Fancy upgrades, They should be marketing to seniors.
Yes.
Like, having a hard time reaching behind your tushy. I go, let's
Remember Grandma D'Antoni?
Yeah.
She had some issues.
I'm sure Grandma D'Antoni loves us using her word.
I'm sorry, Grandma. You know what? I'm sorry. No, she had a brush.
Yes.
She had
she had
hopefully a soft brush.
Yes.
Well,
they were hardier back then, Greg. It was more like a dishwasher kind of thing.
Yeah,
it was
you know what? Is this cruel of me to talk about it?
No.
This is the first I've heard of this, but
she used a brush to clean herself up back there. However, she didn't always clean the brush good enough, so she had a brush hanging in the shower.
Oh,
and she didn't. Her nose wasn't that good, so when you went in to use her one bathroom, you could smell that brush.
Yeah. You know what though? Can I say something? This is why I understand. This is why we've all had an agreement as a family that if any of us lose our smellers,
yes,
or we all start stinking a little bit, someone please help us.
Please tell us.
Please tell us as a family. However, but that's why we got to start marketing to that.
Now that they're selling us duvet covers.
Now the duvet covers.
And showers, walk-in showers.
Exactly.
And butt brushes.
You know what? I'd always go in the bathroom and comb my hair.
Yeah.
Now I'm suspect of...
where's this combing?
The right brush?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Is this what is this combing?
I don't think Grandma used a hairbrush.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
No, but I think they should market to seniors, and we should think about doing that.
Yes.
Hey, everyone, having a hard time reaching behind you. Get a little hard. In my head, I had an actual limerick that came to me that was very, advertisement kind of catchy, and it was something goes with squishy. But
squishy, or maybe make yourself clean so you don't get mean.
All
Nobody wants a mean old person.
Yeah, that's true. That's right, Dad. That's what we keep down by you.
Why are you so mean? I'm just uncomfortable down there.
Yeah. My daughter is not feeding me carbs anymore. She says they're bad for me. Can't I have carbs, please? All that stuff. By the way, Douglas, we found out, has an A1C of 5.5.
What's that mean?
That's great.
It's great. And he has donuts every effing day.
It's just genetics.
It has to be. And then I try and focus on the good things about my body.
Yeah.
And there are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My face is so soft.
And you're beautiful. And you got lovely hair.
Says my dad. The other day, though, I was working in the office for the utility, and this woman comes in, and she tells us she's in her 80s.
Okay.
And we're talking, and literally she must have said 4 or 5 times, how, as we get older, you and I, and I'm like, how old do you think I am? I didn't say that.
Right.
But she kept referring to me as I know what she's going through because, of our age.
Yes.
And and I'm just like, how effing old do I look? And so I came home.
Yeah.
And I looked around. Mom had these good quality prescription wrinkle cream.
Okay.
And I'm like, put it all over my face.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight this battle. I'm going to call my dermatologist. I'm going to start getting Botox. I'm like, screw this.
Yeah.
But Greg, the glasses she was wearing, they look like Coke bottles on the bottom. I mean, like they
Oh,
were
you got
so
the round ones.
Huh?
No, not those. No, the woman that
Woman
was
who
looking.
said,
Oh.
who was talking to Julie.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, sometimes I have ugly glasses because I just need readers.
Yeah.
And
Also the good ones. For some reason our dog eats all the pretty ones.
Yeah, so I'm left with these ugly little round readers that I bought for $8 at some, store that's going out of, that is perpetually always going out of business.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, I could always use a pair of readers. And then as I was cleaning up the clutter, I literally have 30 pair of readers that are my size. And I'm like, I want to buy a reader forever. I got 4. I mean, I feel like I won the lottery.
Yeah.
Except none of them are very good looking.
So, I know.
The garage
These
sales.
aren't
The
bad.
garage
though,
sales.
No, those look good.
Yeah. The garage sales come. I'm not
just sell
selling it.
readers.
I'm not getting rid of the readers because literally these will just last a year. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
right.
Because Libby takes them. I don't know how. She parkours around.
Yeah.
Jumps on the desk, grabs my glasses because she knows, and then she'll break one of the arms and pull out one of the lenses, and then she'll just leave it.
Yeah.
Because then she's done with it. She's destroyed it enough that I cannot find joy with them, and so forth. But there we go.
But she's living her best life.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. And I could swear at her, and she'll just look at me and wag her tail. And I'm like, yeah, you're so darn adorable and cute, and yada yada yada. But whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, when you pick her up,
Maybe we'll sell
pure
her.
Joy,
It is pure joy.
because she's just so.
She's 13 pounds of pure joy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever the type of fur she has, it's just that curly, tight hair.
Yeah.
That you're just like you grab it, you're like, oh my god, it feels
It's
so
real
good.
hair. It's not fur. It's
No,
real
it's
hair.
real hair, yeah.
She doesn't shed, and you're just like,
It makes you
"Aw."
feel happy just holding her. Like,
It
oh my God.
does. I mean, I mean, it's so adorable, and I love her, and so forth. But now we're going to switch to talking a little bit about some garage sales. Well, it's funny because we've talked about clearing the clutter, and we all agree that you're never done and move on with clearing the clutter. It is a perpetual
Always.
thing.
Right.
And that's good because you're perpetually wanting new stuff in your life anyway. Keep moving
Once
forward.
it's-
Keep pushing the energy forward and so forth.
Right.
But, Greg,
Yes.
I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
So we live in a subdivision, and we are having our garage sale the first Saturday in May.
Awesome.
Do you want to bring stuff over?
I do.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Because I'm not allowed to have a garage sale at my house.
And why is that, my man?
I don't know. There's a because I'm married to a person who refuses to sell her stuff to anybody.
Yeah, I get that. I totally understand that. There are people like moms would not. There are things moms like, please don't ever sell this stuff. Just toss it. I don't want anybody nobody needs to have this for. I don't want to sell my stuff for a quarter.
Right.
Screw that. You know, and move on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have enough baby clothes and stuff still to like close a school.
Okay, now
But there's something about not wanting to sell that stuff. Now I will not bring you the baby clothes because that's sacred.
Is it?
Well, to her, my wife. I mean, it's sacred to me a little bit, but I mean, not that much. I mean, I have not looked at it. My kids are, 30.
Yeah.
No, they're 13 and 10.
And at some point, I'm going to take all their baby clothes and make it into a one big quilt and put it on the bed and be like, yay!
Yeah, I'll cover the house with it.
Oh, you know what? Can you use old
We don't
clothes
need any
for
more stuffies. I mean,
extra
I was,
insulation? Can you put it in your attic for insulation?
You know what? When they come to take the house down, they are going to freak out when they find out this house is insulated with baby clothes. Oh, where are the
there's
babies?
something going on.
Where are the babies? In 100 years, kids will be freaked. People will be going into the haunted house that had insulated with baby clothes.
Oh, so I guess that's not a good idea.
No,
Okay.
I mean,
Making of a
what do
movie.
we care? Because we'll be dead in 100 years. And
that's right.
I'll
They'll
look
be
down and
making
go like,
movies about
oh, that's
this.
so funny. That's what those crazy people thought we did.
No, we just need to go give it to Goodwill.
Yeah.
Now, again, although if I could get permission to bring them here for the garage sale.
Well, like you do have some Disney dresses that the girls have willing to
Get rid of those.
I'm going to sell them at the garage
sell
sale.
them.
So think about it.
Yeah.
Think about.
I have a ton. I have stuff that could be sold.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you one question.
Sure.
How many storage units do you have?
I have one storage unit.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Is it the biggest one or is it the smallest one?
Well, it's a one single car garage. That type of
Got it.
garage.
Okay.
You reduce it. You did have 2 at one time, didn't you?
No, I had one. Always had one.
Okay.
But I would like to get rid of it because it just seems like it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
I got it because we started to get so much stuff that the house was. But now
Right.
the house is still cluttered, and I have a storage unit, and it's just for me. I would like to. Can we let's just move on with this.
Yeah.
And reduce what we have.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because we always had 2 storage units because we moved, and then we moved into a house, and all the stuff that was not left into that stayed in the storage units. And then one day you go, I don't care. All this stuff in the storage units going in our basement because I'm not paying any more storage.
I feel the same way too.
Yeah, but like you utilize your basement.
That's the thing.
That's your place. That's your space.
That's my space.
Yeah.
And I'm also like it's packed as filled as much as it can go, and still leaving me some space to do whatever I gotta do.
So, and I think it's okay for you to have a storage unit if that storage unit gave you joy in the sense that it can hold more of the stuff that's in your basement.
Yeah.
And because that business should be for you, for your creative stuff, for your guitar stuff. That should be, you got a couple of exercises, you get your Peloton down there.
Yeah.
And also it's too expensive to buy another house.
Right. And I don't necessarily want to move.
No, you don't want to move.
I don't want to, moving is almost a lateral.
Yeah. Exactly.
Unless it's like.
I totally agree.
Unless it's like a complete 10 times upgrade or whatever, and it makes my life
It'll be
more
lateral.
easier.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was like, well, why would I want to go through the hassle of moving? I don't want to. I like where I live.
Yeah. So I think there's a way of thinking about your storage unit that would be in an alignment that make you feel better and not worse.
Yeah.
I think that would be the point I was going to make.
Okay.
If you can't I don't think you can get rid of that storage unit.
No,
I mean,
want to, but it would take a lot.
It would take a lot. It would take your family agreeing to get rid of it.
That's the thing. I would need help on this. With Rebecca and I.
Because they'd all want to look at what you have in there.
They don't care.
They don't care anymore?
Well, I don't know if they care, but I mean,
there's
they
an
don't
emotional
ask for anything.
Yes.
So I know everything's in the storage unit because I deal with it.
Right.
They've all forgotten about it.
They don't. Yeah, they've all forgotten about it.
Well, the truth is, you probably could get rid of all that stuff but the baby clothes, and then you could find a place in your house for the baby clothes.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But
I still feel like this is too much. We don't need
too much.
them. Just let's get rid of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pick the ones you like. You know.
Now, the one thing that will be hard to get rid of, and I don't want to get rid of it, but we have Lego builds.
Yes.
And we have a lot.
Yeah.
You mean that are completed?
They're completed and they're in the storage unit.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
They're not mine. So
No.
I take mine and I just take them apart.
Yeah.
And I give them to you.
Yes. And I passed them on to my step grandson, and he loved them.
But I don't need them. And actually having these things built keeps people from buying more Legos to do because there's no place to put. Where are we gonna put these things?
Yeah, it's already completed.
And we do a lot of puzzles too.
Yeah,
and we like to keep the puzzles.
Oh, interesting.
I am like, guys, let's take the puzzle apart, put it back in the box, and then we can move on with our lives. And if we want to
do it
away,
again.
Do it again. Throw it away. I don't care. But
I literally thought about having with Lost Lake having a group of people. Like we each buy a puzzle for a month, and then we just pass it around.
Sure.
12 people. Who wants to get a puzzle group to going? I'll buy a puzzle. We'll all buy 12 puzzles, and we just keep spreading it around. Because you're right. And then you don't want to redo it, but you're like, let's pass it along.
So when no one's looking, if it's completed, I undo it and put it in a box and
get out of there. No one's gonna know
put it
about
away
it.
somewhere.
Yeah, no one's gonna know.
Well, no one's gonna know
Exactly.
What they got to? I mean, I usually glue it and put it now together, but like I got 100 glued puzzles together. I don't. Great. Good. No one's going to, what am I going to sell this at the garage sale?
Yeah.
Are you going to look at it?
Yeah.
I mean, once you put it together, there's no reason to look at it again.
My first puzzle, I was like, hey, this is really great. But after the 100th puzzle, I'm like, this is really, do I really need to do this?
I got a lot of those things going on.
Yeah.
It's no longer stress reducing.
Yeah. Now, I do like puzzles, but I like the fact that when you're doing a puzzle, you can really kind of like lose yourself and don't even think about anything for several hours.
Yeah.
And that's when the kids like start to like you look around and the kids are like, they're hanging from the banister. There's trash everywhere. There's food spilled on the floor.
I was just putting together the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I was just looking for a corner piece. And what happened?
What happened?
Oh, my God, the house is destroyed.
I took my mind off for a second.
It'll be like one in the morning, and Rebecca and I are doing puzzles, and kids are like, "Hey, you guys done yet? What are you doing?" Like, we're almost done. Look at this, we're almost done. And, like,
And what time is it? You guys are still up. You're like, well,
Oh yeah, we'll do puzzle after puzzle after puzzle on a certain day.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
It's, if it's like a 500-piece puzzle, we can like crank those out and time ourselves. And
Yeah.
we're like, we're getting this done, and then it's like, and then you're like, oh, what time is it? 2 a.m. I have to work tomorrow. Oh no! It's like, what did we do?
What did we do? That's so cute because some people would go, I played this video game to the end and I was 1 o'clock in the morning. I haven't heard that about puzzles. So you're the first one that I've ever heard that we got lost in this puzzle. It was 1 in the morning.
Yeah, one time my friend, he goes, "Hey Craig, what do you and your wife do for fun?" "Oh, we put puzzles together." Just kind of like doing that, you know. He's like, "Whoa, boy, you're a nerd. You guys are dorks."
There you go.
Lillian did go, "Dad, I got 2 words I got 1 word to describe us, or 2 words." Or she goes, "Oh, 1 word."
That's 1 word. Yeah.
She goes, overachieving dorks," and I went, technically, that's 2 words, kiddo. So anyway, I blew the punchline.
You did, but you told me that, and it was great.
She did come up yelling that, "Dad, I got it. We're overachieving nerds," or whatever she said. It was overachieving nerds.
Tell me again. Tell me it correctly.
Okay.
Because I thought it's good. Right. It's funny.
My daughter comes running up from the basement, going, "Dad, I got it. I know what we are. I got 1 word to describe us." And I'm like, "Well, what is it?" "Overachieving nerds." I'm like, technically, kid, that's 2 words.
There you go.
She went, "Oh, you just proved my point."
You just proved my point, Father. Good job. We like to do puzzles together.
Yeah.
Put Legos together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If if the kids bring home homework, it turns into like a 30-minute presentation.
Yeah.
Of like flow charts and this, and if it's on biology, if it's on math, it's on this science,
Well, because technology is part of education now.
Yeah.
You and your wife can see everything the kids are doing.
Yes.
So previously, all of our parents had was a sheet of paper that they had to sign off on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we signed off, and usually it was us faking their signature.
Yeah.
Now you guys can log in and going, oh, the kids are studying.
Oh, it's brutal.
Gettysburg. Oh, okay, we got to ask them about Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing fractions, and we're learning about this. I'm like, oh, we better start quizzing them about this. What's their Bible passage they got to memorize this week?
Right. Well, Lillian is getting a B- in gym.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I have to email the gym teacher now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to ask
How
what's
is
going
my
on.
kid?
How's my kid getting a B?
Yeah, she's at school every day.
Yeah.
She's
It turns out that instead of an underhand serve, she did overhand because she's in volleyball. And that she did not, so she got points taken off for not following directions.
You gotta be kidding me.
And then and when they're playing their game, if she's next to a person who doesn't play well, Lillian will go in and hit the ball rather than let the ball drop.
Oh,
and so that to the gym teacher that gets so that you're being poor sportsman, so that gets points dropping off. So look, I tell my kids, if you know what she wants, just give it to her because she's got to grade you on something.
Yeah, she's got to grade you on something, and it's interesting because they want. It's not about playing well, like to your ability. It's literally about dimming your light. Yeah, demonstrating her rules, the teacher's rules.
Demonstrating what the teacher wants you to show her.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that is it.
That's it. Exactly. And that's a good point because I remember one time.
It's a good lesson for life.
I was listening. Yeah, I was listening to Penn and Teller. So Penn. Is he the one that talks? Tall guy?
Yeah.
Penn
Jillette, thanks. Penn Jillette, and he said when he did, you're fired with Trump, Apprentice.
Right.
He said, I didn't like being on there because I never knew what the rules were.
Yeah.
They were changing all the time. And so it's like, tell me the rules. I'll play by the rules and I'll get them and I'll master them.
Yeah.
But if the rules aren't consistent, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And so forth. The same thing. Now your daughters know the rules.
Yeah.
But it's going to be weird because your daughter's like, I got to work twice as hard now to get the A's so that I can get this B up? Or is it going to be on our final grade of B minus? That's crazy.
No, she'll just end up with a B probably.
Yeah. She's got to take
the quarters are probably almost over.
It'll be on our permanent record.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but no, there are parents who always schedule a meeting with the gym teacher.
Yeah.
Because their kid always just gets a C. And
yeah. Tell me what she can do or he can do to get an A.
Yeah.
Because gym class should be the one thing that you could do to bring your grade up.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, really, and it's also the one. Like almost the one class where you should be allowed to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
And blow off some steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily in this class.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's kind of a shame.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. This is life. Sometimes you're going to have to just play by somebody else's rules.
In some sense, who knows what happened with the gym teacher that had not anything bad.
Right.
Other than maybe she was called out and say, "Hey, you need to have
a criteria or something."
And you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're giving too many A's.
Yeah. She's maybe following her
exactly
whatever she has to do.
Sort of like a bell curve. You can't possibly give everybody an A.
Or something. Or she has to follow her rules that someone gave to her.
Right.
Because she can't just let everybody play and have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody was like mad about that. No, somebody saw that those kids are having too much fun.
Yeah.
If you don't squelch that good time, you're losing your job.
Yeah, just like, okay,
fine.
I'll have a criteria.
I can squelch joy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true.
Does she make the kids do exercises and stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it's the crab walk.
Which I think is
you got to roll
terrible.
around on a scooter with wheels.
Yeah. All those fun things that I wish I could do now, but it can't. Bend backwards.
Yeah. When once in a while I go to the school, pick the girls up, and they're having gym class. And that looks like fun. I don't know, but that's it.
So I want to say one thing about garage sales.
Back to garage sales.
Yeah. I'm bringing stuff. Give me your truck. I'm gonna go load my.
For us, we have a broadcast. Our whole community does it one day a year. You're not allowed to do it any other time. So you are getting prepared for this. But I'm going to ask people though, if you want to have a garage sale to make some extra money to clear some clutter, awesome. Just have a goal in mind. Are you an objective? Why do you really want to have this garage sale? Is it to clear out a storage unit? Is it to clear out the garage? Clear out a couple closets? Whatever it is. And really kind of go with high target stuff, try to also, I was kind of getting some ideas for the garage sale because I've done them in the past, but truly I feel they're just, in the past I felt so energetically bombarded by people that I didn't like it. Like, they're all just going through my stuff.
Yeah.
And so, in so many ways, I don't feel that now. Like, I'm not going to put anything out there that I'm going to have an energetic blowback from.
Yeah.
I don't want people to just look through my stuff and then judge me. Screw you guys. Don't look at my clothes. Don't look at anything or whatever.
You bought this shirt in 1978?
And you kept on
my
it.
mom did. Did you wear these pants in 1992? It was the style. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Well, and for us, I know that our goal is to clear some big clutter, but also to make some extra money because we've got some things coming up that are fun. And I thought, it'd be so nice to use the garage sale money to buy this. We got a couple of vacations coming up. We want to see Abraham Hicks. I'm like, these are things that are going to cost some good cash. And wouldn't it be lovely if we had a good amount of money in our pockets that didn't cost us anything? It didn't come from our budget. We want to go to Vegas in June. And we're like, wouldn't it be lovely if we had enough money from the garage sale that, hey, we could just spend this money without thinking about it? Because in some ways, that money that we already have, it's just, yes, you spent all this money on whatever you had over years, right? Mm-hmm. It's just trapped.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. The money's gone. So once you get it, we're going to use that money for fun.
Yes.
Now, you may go, I want to pay off a credit card. All right. That's your other goal. So whatever your goal is, objective, what do you want to clean? What do you want to use the money for? Because now you have a bigger, higher, tell the universe, I want to make this much money from this garage sale. I want to attract these people. Now, also to do this, I thought this was a great idea. I was looking at Better Homes and Gardens. They have some tips on garage sales. They said have some prepackaged snacks and drinks at the checkout. And sell them for $1. So you pay a quarter for them or 50 cents, and you sell them for $1.
Good idea.
And I thought that was a great idea. I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah. Get some cooler,
Yes.
some pop or something.
Yes, exactly. And people are walking around and like, a bottle of water, I'll buy it for $1.
Yeah.
Something like that. I thought that's a fabulous idea. Now, I thought another good thing was to be really smart about how you price things, and being like, you might have different colored dots that you can buy, like stickers, and be like, a red dot's $1. Yellow dot's $5 or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're not, or they also suggested price things as you're collecting them, so that the night of the garage sale, you're not just like going, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Yeah.
And that's true too. And just realize there's going to be people who are going to be negotiating with you, not bickering. Is it negotiation, or is it just like,
I would say
bartering. That's it.
If they come up with, say each shirt's $25, and they got 20 shirts, and go, can I just give you $2 for this? Maybe you go, yes.
Yeah.
Who cares? Maybe let go of your pride.
Yeah.
$100
or charge them 50 cents a shirt so they can go down to a quarter.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly right, because everybody wants a deal. The other thing is,
I haven't had a garage sale since 1988.
Yeah.
So
we haven't had one in probably a decade, because
No.
we've been doing stuff mostly to Goodwill.
in 86, shirts were $25.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know what the going rate is on garage sale shirts.
I have seen this new shirt commercial for guys. I think it's like, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like something like These Good Tees or something like that.
Yeah.
That like they supposedly fit.
The arms look great.
Yes!
And that gives you extra padding. And
The stuff
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that commercial though. I'm like, well, that's a kind of a cool commercial. Like that works, but
It's a hook.
Yeah.
But I can't even name of the company, which is terrible.
That's too bad.
I know. The one thing Better Homes and Gardens did suggest to do, which I think is BS, it says check out your competition. I'm like, really? Unless you're
They're selling. Our neighbors are selling their clothes too. What are we gonna do?
Exactly. Oh my God.
We got to undersell these.
yeah. I mean,
guys.
but like,
And we're busy working our yard sale.
Yeah,
How are we going to go?
I mean, really, let's just
secret shopping.
Yeah.
You got the shades on. I am not your neighbor. Hey neighbor. Not me. I don't know who you're talking to.
yeah. We're just checking out the competition.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I say let's not make this competitive. The garage sale,
Yeah, be joyful.
Be joyful. It
Help
really,
each other out.
It really is about helping people out, though.
Yeah, let's-
There are times when I'm going. I had bought some stuff at one garage sale, and it was stuff for the kitchen, and it was stuff that I wouldn't buy on my own, but I loved it, like a brush to base the bread with your like egg wash. I needed a brush, but I didn't. For whatever reason, after I went to Walmart, I didn't buy a brush. But here they were selling it for $25. I'm like, done. An apple peeler. I was just using a knife, bought it for $25. Apple peeler, And so those are the fun things that you can do.
Also buying stuff is kind of an emotional thing. Like you want,
Sure.
it's a hit of dopamine.
It is.
So you're finding stuff. You're the looking for stuff. You're getting the dopamine build up. Oh, and then you finally get to purchase something.
Oh,
and then,
good. Apple peeler.
Yes.
Hey, you got that dopamine hit, and you got a real good deal on it, and it's only $25. And if you have to throw it away later because you're clearing the clutter, you're not going to be too upset.
No.
Because it only costs $25.
Yeah.
Can I say real quick, because the show's almost over?
No.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. But I had a dopamine hit.
Ooh.
And I was working in the office for our utility this week because our office manager was taking more classes and so forth. But anyway, she had this really fancy letter opener.
Okay.
I'm like, why don't I have an letter opener? I really want one. I go, this is really cool. I really want a letter opener. That's all I said in my mind.
Okay.
I was there for 3 days. I came home on Tuesday, started clearing the clutter in my desk, or my mom and dad's desk, and I go, holy mother of God, there are 2 letter openers exactly like the one I've been using the last 3 days. I mean,
wow.
They had been there forever.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen them.
Yeah.
For all I know, I manifested those things.
Yeah.
And I had a huge dopamine hit.
Wow.
And I was like, boom,
Boom. Yeah.
boom. And I was like,
Yeah.
thank you. Life is good.
Well, yeah. Enter whatever you think about. expands. So everything about letter openers.
Yeah.
You know?
And she thought about it in a positive way.
Yeah.
I thought about it in a positive way.
She didn't think about the lack of letter
No.
openers.
No.
I didn't
Oh my
say,
God, yeah.
Like, how come she's so great? She gets to have a letter opener and I get nothing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think that. But I could have.
You could have.
I could have, touched that resentment side of myself, but no, I didn't. I said, "It's pretty cool."
It's practice all these years. You're finally getting
getting
the law of attraction down where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because no one wants a resentful person around them.
No.
That's just not so much fun. Yeah, I mean, what is it? It's not like the Magnolia. Wasn't that movie?
The Magnolia movie?
Yeah,
with Tom Cruise?
No, Julia Roberts. What's those? All those women?
Tom Cruise was in Magnolia.
Yes, not that Magnolia.
Oh, okay. Different Magnolia movie.
The one with the women from the South. They're all
okay.
Sally Field.
Julia Roberts. Yes,
Sally
I understand.
Field.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, it's not like that. What's that?
Wheezy? No.
Who's
Shirley
Warren
MacLaine.
Beatty's sister?
Shirley MacLaine.
Thank you.
I said Wheezy.
Wheezy. I
Yeah,
don't know.
her name,
That was
Wheezy.
Wheezy?
Yeah, her
okay.
name was
Okay.
Wheezy.
Well, anyway, because she goes in there, if you want to say something nice, don't sit next to me. Or was that, well, I don't know, one of those characters said that. No, that's not a good person to sit next to.
No.
Take care of your own effing energy,
Just so that was a squeaky chair, I heard. You leaned back. I was like, that was
me.
an amazing sound effect.
I need a bidet.
No,
So how was the show?
it was great.
It was great.
It was great.